everybody, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't been with me before, I paint and draw some of my own tarot cards, and I've got my printed decks as well. So the question we're going to do today is, when was the moment, or what was it that made them fall for you? So I really love this question. So we've got pile 1 here, which is a beautiful face. We've got pile 2, which is the game of love, which is beautiful, and pile 3, which is taking the plunge. So just think of your special person and pick a card. So this is for everybody that picked pile 1, the beautiful face. So what we're going to find out today is, when was the moment that they fell for you, or what is it about you that made them fall for you? So let's have a look. So I really love this question. So just while I'm shuffling the cards, just to let you know, I do a lot of private readings. The link is in the description, which will take you to Etsy, or you can just email me and pay via PayPal if you prefer. So what was the thing, the moment that they fell for you, or what is the thing about you that made them fall for you? So this is for pile 1. What is the moment that they fell for pile 1? Oh, I'm loving this. Okay. Ah, very, very interesting. So let me see what I can see here, because when the question's a little bit more complex, it takes a little bit more of dissection. All right, so what I'm seeing over here is that this person, I think, observed you. Okay, so they were in some sort of observation mode, whether you were, you know, beside them, or at a distance, or, you know, in the workplace, or in a circle of friends, or, you know, I think that they observed you. And they might have seen you being very generous with people. Maybe generous financially, or generous emotionally, or just generous physically, you know, being open and sweet. There was something about your lifestyle, and I think this dovetails with your generosity. There's something about your lifestyle, or the way that you live your life, that they really admire. They find you very abundant and very beautiful. And when I say abundant, it doesn't mean that you have to be rich, but there's something about your life which is rich and overflowing in some context. There's also a little note here about, or a little nod here about, the way that you wear your hair and the way that you wear your clothes. So I think they find you very beautiful and very elegant. Now, their emotions got really, really, really stirred up. And it's something to do here, as I said, I feel like it's, yeah, you being generous of yourself in some context. I'm going to dig a little bit further here, but we've actually got the workplace here, or we've got buying and selling, or we've got learning new skills, and we have got a hint of a house here, building a house or something like that. And it's something around this where you were extremely generous. You were very open, very receptive to giving and receiving. I'm just going to find out what that is. And it really ignited their passion. Now, because it's the Page of Wands here, the Page of Wands, so I feel like possibly they weren't expecting to feel this way, and they're like, oh, you know, because the page is a starting point, and it comes in like a gift to them. So I feel like they got stirred emotionally and sensually through something around your generosity, your ability to receive and to give here. Let me see what that is. Very interesting. Let's have a look. What does that mean, please? Tell me more. Oh, contract. What does that mean? My guides are throwing me a curveball here. So what's really interesting right in the middle here, so I guess this isn't going to apply to everybody, we've got a very strong hint about finances, contract, generosity, could be financial generosity, or the ability, what I'm getting a hint of here as well, is like you don't respond to money in the normal way, like a lot of people, a lot of people are money grabbing and things like that, but you don't seem to have that. You're not chasing the dollar here. Now, there has been some loss around a contract here. Let's have a look here. What's this loss around a contract? Tell me more. Wow. Okay, so this is getting like really, really heavy in regard to a home here. So I don't know if this person had some loss financially or had lost in love in some way, and you came in and restored something. You came in and restored their faith. And this act of generosity, or this act of non-greed, that's what I'm feeling. This act of being able to give of yourself and receive of yourself, around, there seems to be a home situation here, something to do with contracts, money, buying and selling. It really ignited them. I think they actually, I kind of feel like you stirred their loins, like that you're the nether regions. It's definitely about lifestyle. It's definitely about how you live your life. It's definitely connected to a home here. And I think they saw you like marriage material, to be honest, in their mind. I think that they've had some loss. Tell me about this loss around a contract. Let's just switch up the cards here. And this is when they fell for you, around this home situation, around your ability to give and receive, around your generosity here. There's also a hint here of generational, ancestral aspects as well, which is playing in this reading. I feel like, this is what I genuinely feel. I feel like this person lost in love, okay, and was potentially wounded or stopped taking action in some way, all right, and I think they kind of wondered whether they would ever be able to commit, or whether they'd just continually be in a state of, dreaming and fantasizing. And then you come along, and as I said, it's something around the home or business and contracts and work and stuff like that, and suddenly you're giving and they're able to give back to you, and it's even and it's balanced. So they see this generosity with you, in you, and also a sense of abundance where things begin to grow. I can see here, sorry, this is a bit weird, but I can see here 2 cards where there's this sense of growth, where they can see plants coming out of the ground, okay, and they can see a future, and they can see an abundance. And I think this is when they fell for you. I think you inspired them, or they became aspirational around you about their future, because of just about who you are, just about how you approach life, basically. Let me see this proposal. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Right. If this message doesn't resonate, fine. But this message is really, really strong here. So just sort of visually, okay, this is how what you made them feel. They saw growth. They saw plants coming out of the ground. They saw flowers and trees and shoots and shrubs and birds singing and water flowing. I mean, we've got the Empress. She is the giver of life. She is the giver of life. And this is what you did. You gave them life. You gave them a glimpse into the future where they felt that there were so many possibilities of having that perfect life, of having abundance, of having joy, of having bliss here. This is unbelievable. So I've got 3 cards in the row here with a visual of land with new plants growing to symbolize what you two bring together, to symbolize that if you're with me, this is the sort of message you give out. If you're with me, your life is going to be nourished spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. It's really, really, really a strong message. And I think they went from kind of, I think you turned their head unexpectedly. I think you turned their head unexpectedly. I think they found themselves becoming attracted without realizing, and the next minute they're gone from 0 to 100 and like, oh my God, this person's marriage material. I've got it here, I've got it here. We've got the Empress, the giver of life, the goddess. See the wheat growing in the background? That's about abundance. All right. And we've got the proposal. So if this person feels like they're lost in life or have lost in the past in some way, you're the giver of life. You're the giver of joy. You're the giver of happiness. You're the giver of abundance. So this is really about how you live your life and how you approach life and the energy that you exude. I can see, like, you know, like when life is stagnant and life is stale and nothing new is happening, there's a newness here. There's a birthing here or a rebirthing here where opportunities are abundant here. And that's what you bring into them. Something new, something fresh, something abundant. Taking away that stagnation. Here they are stagnating, right? Not moving. And you're bringing to them more than just hope, like a reality, a physical reality of being able to see something new. This is very strong. I mean, I don't always understand my words when I'm talking, but I think I'll play this back. But this is very, very strong. And that is connected with contracts, and contracts are always about money. They're about business. They're about insurance. They're about, I was going to say wheeling and dealing, but you know, with a contract, it's a legal thing. And I think that they've lost out in a contract in some way. And then suddenly you come in, the giver of life, the giver of abundance, the giver of joy, the giver of bliss, and also not to take from them as well. So this is when they fell for you. This is what they loved about you. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you found that interesting. So let me just do a little bit of homework here. So, or housework, is it? So do jump on to my link in the description for private readings. I do a lot of private readings, and I've got some great prices there, which won't break the bank. And I've also got some emergency readings as well if you need something within 24 hours. Do jump onto my TikTok. I do little mini readings there, so do check that out. They're quite interesting. Also, do go into the link in the description where I do some art and things like that, so do have a look at that, and there's some nice digital downloads that you can look at. Now there's something else that I wanted to tell you. Oh right, yeah, I might do a tarot course so you can learn tarot rapidly within a couple of days. So do let me know if you're interested in that. So I think that's everything. So thank you to everyone in pile 1, and ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao. So this is for everyone that picked pile 2. And the question we're going to do today, you picked the Game of Love, which is a beautiful card. And what we're going to do today is, what was the moment they fell in love with you? Or what is it about you that made them fall for you? So really great question. So just while I'm shuffling, do jump onto the link in the description for private readings. I've got some very cost-effective private reading fees, and I've also got some emergency ones as well. So do check that out. So let's have a look. So let's have a look here. So what was the moment that they fell for you for pile 1? What was the moment that they fell for you for pile 1? What is it about you that made them fall for you? Why did they fall for you, pile 1? Let's have a look here. Oh, a little bit similar to, oh, I said pile 1, you're pile 2. Let's have a look here. Wow, okay, quite interesting here. So there's something about you which ignites some romantic nostalgia in them, all right? And right underneath that, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is the happy home, happy marriage, happy family, you know, the ideal life that we all try to seek in life. So there's something about you that ignites that in them, or ignites that nostalgia of, like, you know, when life was good, all right? So you draw that energy from them in a good way. And I feel that this person could have been a little bit of a peacock, all right, who wants lots of attention and doesn't really care who they're giving attention to, all right, as long as they're getting attention. And really maybe someone that can't settle with any one person, all right? And yet when they met you, you suddenly sort of opened the curtains, or, you know, or the gate opened to this beautiful, perfect life. So this is what you evoke in them. Now, it may be that they have been married in the past or been in a long-term relationship in the past, and you actually ignite that nostalgia in them. And it's not that they want to go back to that person, but we've all had times in our life where we've been very happy in relationships, and we can remember that feeling, what it feels really good when you're in a great relationship and you're maybe living together or married or whatever, and it's feeling abundant and life feels good, all right, because you've got someone to share your life with. And there's something about you that kind of evokes this in them, this possibility of stepping into a new life where they can just be with one person. So you start to make them look into the future in a more discerning way. You started to make them, while they were kind of like, well, date this person and that person and do this and I'm a free spirit and all this sort of thing, suddenly they started to look into the future. And I think they really questioned whether they could actually have a successful outcome with the sort of lifestyle you were offering them. So they may have got to a point where they didn't believe it was possible to have a one-to-one relationship, to have a beautiful life with someone, to feel a sense of success, you know, when everything goes right with somebody. I feel like they've maybe been cutting themselves short and having shallow relationships. But when they met you, they saw the prospect of a full life, of actually being with somebody where they could have a full life and live with someone and be abundant and have a happy home and have a home that you want to come home to at the end of work, that you can't wait to get back. All right. So very interesting. Tell me more. Oh my God, this is so much like pile one. So there's a heavy emphasis around a contract. So contract is generally buying and selling, business, work, home, mortgage, insurance, and things like that. So you really made them be, I feel like this person may have lost in love before, separated, divorced, or had a painful breakup. And I don't feel that this person wants to go back. But there's something about you that makes them believe it's possible to have that again and for it to work out. This is a very strong theme today. So they started to look into the future about this contract, and they were, oh my God, they were hoping that the universe, let's just bring this down a bit. This is really interesting. So they're hoping that the universe was going to restore or bring balance, or to give them back. Someone's lost something here. I don't know if they've lost financially, or if they've lost in a business or a home or insurance or money or something like that. And they felt with you that you could bring something back into their life, or that the universe was at last restoring something in their life where you were concerned. And this is when they fell for you, because you kind of opened up this window of opportunity of having something that they had before, but they felt they could have this with you. And to top it off, which I wasn't seeing earlier in this reading, there was an off-the-chart attraction here, okay, with these two wands here. I mean, off-the-chart attraction where you're concerned. So it's quite interesting. So I feel this person's been spreading themselves around a bit, but when they met you, there's just this off-the-chart attraction. But I feel it's more than just attraction. It's kind of like a synergy between the two of you. I saw it when I held the card up here. It's like you're reflecting each other. It's like it's balanced. I feel it's balanced here. The attraction between you is balanced. But it's not just attraction, it's more than that. It's like a harmonious excitement. You know, like the vibe, you're vibing the same, at the same level for each other. I do like this. So let's move forward a little bit. So I was sort of more expecting, like, oh, when you did this, or, you know, when you flicked your hair back or whatever. But this has been very much deeper of when they fell for you. But I suppose it is a little bit like that when you fall for people. It's a whole combination. Oh my God. Wow. So you're coming out as a couple here. The King and Queen of Swords. But what's really interesting about this is there's an issue with communication. Okay, so I feel like you're not really, neither of you are expressing how you feel about each other. That's what I'm feeling. Tell me more. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, this is like the story's kind of gone on a little bit further than, you know, when they fell for you. We know when they fell for you that you evoked this, you pulled back the curtain here. But what I'm feeling is you're not communicating for some reason your emotions, and this person wants to give you their cup of love. I feel this is a message for you. So if you're feeling like this person isn't interested for whatever reason, they definitely are. Now, I do see another person in the mix here. All right, a female. She's symbolizing a third-party situation or a dangerous situation. So I do feel that there is a message for you here. Yeah, I thought so. Right, I do feel in this connection there's another person involved, the third party situation, and I feel that they might have their boundaries up with you because there is this third party situation, so they're reluctant to show you their cup of love, and you might have your boundaries up because you feel like they're not expressing themselves, or you might feel that they've got this player energy. And I feel like that is their personality, all right, but not where you're concerned. Now, I do feel like someone's going through I feel like possibly they're going through a separation here in this third party situation. And I have to point this out that there is something to do with lemons here. Okay. Now, this card can symbolize like male potency. All right, switch up the genders if you need to, you know, like sexual attraction and libido and, I don't know, wanting to scoop up the, you know, as much sexual activity as possible, you know. But it's also got something to do with lemons here. So just keep that in mind here. So although I'm not telling you at the moment when they fell for you, there is a message here, which is a little additional part to this reading. Tell me what's going on here. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay. So what I'm feeling is that potentially there's a third party situation and that you've opened up this window and they are thinking about monogamy with you. And what I feel is that the love or the abundance that they've started to feel for you, which could be quite unexpected, like you've got this beautiful body here, you know, they feel romantic towards you. You've got this Six of Cups. This is, the Six of Cups is like sits under the Lovers. It's a real powerful card. There's something about childhood here or the past. I did actually think at the beginning of this reading, is this a past boyfriend or girlfriend here? And I think with this Six of Cups, there's something about the past, there's something about childhood, there's something about going in a cycle. So a lot of you might already know this person. For others, this is a new person. But their desire for their romance, their love for you, the way that you've opened up this window, they're fallen for you. But I feel for many of you, they're still in a connection, or there's someone in the background here. But what it's done, it's broken it, their connection with this other person. It's broken it. I'm really intrigued with this reading, so I'm just going to do a little bit more, if you can stay with me here. Wow, it's just really, really interesting. So the peacock is now considering going into a more, you know, steady kind of taking careful steps in a connection with you. Okay. There's definitely this sense of overburden in this reading. There's definitely this sense that I must change direction. So there is a heaviness in this, which is not associated with you, but what's happened is that you've come along and kind of ignited their dreams, their desire, their aspirations, their future. So all they want to do is come forward with a cup of love. So this is very much, I feel like this is very much someone who is used to doing what they want, getting what they want, that sort of thing, you know, spreading themselves around a bit, being carefree, even if they're in another connection, you know, just doing what they want, just wanting lots of attention and things like that. You've come along, opened up this window of looking into the future, boom. Okay, like, could this, you know, could this really happen? You know, could I really have what I've always dreamed about and what everybody dreams about? Okay, and what it's done, it's cracked the nut open. You've cracked them open. All right, you've cracked them open, and now they're slowly turning direction in their life, and it's like pushing a really heavy wheel, right? And the heaviness is not associated with you. The heaviness is about what they have in their life, and in order to come round to you, they've got to push this really heavy wheel. All right, but they're doing it because they became stagnant in their life. They thought they were free. They thought they could have what they want. They thought what they were doing was fulfilling. But they realised, I'm just getting this kind of, you know, like when you try and stir honey, right? And you have to push it really, really hard. And then they're realising all they've been doing is stirring honey. That's all they've been doing. So this is a classic tale of when someone feels that they're free, that they can do what they want, they can, you know, pursue as many love interests as they want, and they feel free, but really they're stuck in mud. And that the actual life of being with someone and having a beautiful home and a family and a life and abundance and really building something is the actual freedom. So it's almost opposite of what society tells us. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. I love these readings. I play them back because I don't always know what I'm saying in the middle of a tarot reading, so I have to go back and watch them myself. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do jump on to the link on the description and book yourself a private reading. I've got very reasonable cost, and I've got some more expensive ones if you want an emergency reading. Also do jump onto my TikTok. I really love the readings on there, just little 15-second readings. I also have a link in the description because I do lots of art and design, and it's really my passion. So if you want to buy a very affordable digital download of my art, you can do that. I am thinking about, of doing a tarot course, a rapid tarot course. So if you are interested in that, do let me know. So thank you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed that. So this is for everyone that picked Pile 3, which is taking the plunge. Beautiful, beautiful card there. So the question today is, what is it about you that made them fall for you? Or when was the moment that they fell for you? Okay, let's have a look here. So just while I'm shuffling the cards, do jump onto the link in the description for private readings. I do a lot of private readings. I really love and enjoy them, and I've got some really reasonable prices, and I've got some emergency 24-hour ones as well. So let's go. Okay, pile 3. What is it about you that made them fall for you? Or what was the moment? What is it about you that made them fall for you? What was the moment? What was the moment when they fell for you? What is it about you? Oh my God. Drama. Well, this is really interesting, actually. All the cards have been really interesting. All the piles have been interesting. There's something about you that is so incredibly beautiful, that is so open heart-wise. And it's very possible that they've shared a special moment with you that kind of went inside of their soul, and they can't do anything about it now. You know, it's gone in, they've had the experience, and they can't deny it. And I think what happened is that it really questioned their integrity, their moral stance. They reflected on the things that they've done in life. And I think they really questioned whether they were good enough for you. I think they felt a lot of shame over things that they've done in the past, the way that they've acted, the way that they've handled themselves, maybe in other relationships, or could be sort of sexual things that they've done. And I think that they really felt exposed by your beauty and your essence and your openness of your heart. So I think it kind of just stunned them. It just sort of stunned them. You know, like when someone is so beautiful and bright, and this is how you came across, you kind of feel the darkness in yourself. You feel unworthy. You feel like you're not good enough because this person is just exuding so much beauty, and that's you, right? So I just see you with this beautiful heart here. So for other people, there might have been a moment, I just have to say this, and I'm laughing because my friend will know what I'm talking about. There could have been a moment when there was a giant sunset, all right? And there's something about that moment which again kind of triggered them, but this was the moment that they fell, all right? Because it's connected with you, it's connected with the message of the universe. So if two people are together and there's a massive sunset, you're synchronizing with the sunset. It's like the universe is giving it a blessing. It's the same if you synchronize with a storm, or you synchronize with the moon, or you synchronize with the sun with the person. These are the sun, the moon, the stars are divine elements in this universe. Okay, so I think that they thought, and I'm feeling quite emotional when I say it, I think they thought the universe had blessed you because of this giant sunset. Okay, now what's a little bit confusing is we've got a few tears here, because I see you with your boundaries up here. And I also see a third-party situation here. So I feel like there's some sadness. I don't know if there's sadness like they can't be with you, or they feel like you wouldn't entertain the situation. And I feel that there's been some conversations here that have been difficult about you or around you. I don't know if you've been involved in these conversations, but the conversations have been quite difficult because there's 3 people involved in this situation. Okay. But what's happened is that we've got this beautiful divine timing again. So you've got 2 blessings from the universe here, and they can't ignore this. We've got this beautiful shooting star and the sunset. So even though there could be difficult conversations around here, I feel like they're realizing how much they're falling for you or fell for you, past or present tense, because of this beautiful divine timing, which won't go away. You know, they keep seeing signs or messages, or they did at the time when you would, I was going to say when you were together. At the time of falling for you, they kept seeing these signs and messages from the universe about you. Tell me more. This is so, I think it's almost identical to pile 1. So it's a very heavy theme going on to today's reading. So this does seem to me like a third party situation. And I do get this sense of whether this person feels that can they actually be with you. I do see a breakup here, and it's not you and them. I feel it's them and somebody else here. Or they know that has to be a breakup with somebody else in order to come with you. They're in a mid, I can see that, look, you've come in the shooting star, right? Boom, unexpected, out of the blue. And here they're healing, they're in some sort of conflict here with this third party situation. And they're going into some healing. There's some heavy stuff going down here. I feel that this is a message for you. Tell me more about the moment they fell for this person. Oh my God. Wow. Let me just get another card. Okay. I don't know what the exact moment is, but like I said, we do have the sunset, we do have the shooting star. I feel the universe has given this person messages of synchronicity. There is something about the World card here. I just want to find out what it actually means. Where you passed, the watcher, passed through or accomplished something. And for them, this was just like evoke the Knight of Cups in them. What was going on with the World card? Oh my God, you've got it twice. There's something around the home here, all right? There's something around the home, and there's a lot of women in this picture, but you just stand out. I don't know if it's because there's something, they see you as very accomplished and confident in yourself. So I think that they see you like you're not in competition with any other women. I think that's what I'm seeing here. And they find that really, really attractive about you. All right, it's like you're not trying to be more attractive than other women. You just stand out and you have that confidence. Because I can see this woman here, right? She doesn't care about any other women. Here she is naked. She's totally happy within herself. Well, that's what you exude. I feel like they wanted to, or there was some messaging as well. So there's some messages that really dovetailed into these kind of divine timing elements, okay? And this was the point that they sort of fell for you. Something to do with maybe something that you've written as well. But there's overall this beautiful peace and tranquility around you. They felt that they had come home when they were with you. They felt that that was the right place. They felt that there weren't any struggles when they were around you. It was like being in, you created the perfect environment for them where they felt all their needs were met. Now, I've got a strange card over here, and this could be them. There could be that they've been waiting for somebody like you to bring to the table what they've been looking for. I really feel that why are they sad? They seem sad. Why are they sad? Let's have a look. Why are they sad? I sort of get the feeling that they don't know if you're going to accept them. I feel that sort of thing. They don't know, they don't know whether you're going to accept them. And I don't know if it's because of the third party situation. And they're wondering if they're kind of looking for the opportunity to be with you. But they feel they've got to do it a little bit underhanded. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this speaks volume. This person wants to be with you. There's something about you which is also dovetails into kind of why they fell for you. You have wisdom, you have knowledge that they admire and want to learn from you. So there's a kind of a feeling here that you're kind of on a higher level than they are about a certain knowledge, about a certain subject. And they really admire that, and they really are happy to take your direction. I feel like you're also evoking in them a lifestyle where they're also happy to follow you to a certain lifestyle. And I feel like this lifestyle is that what you're offering them is this beautiful sun card. You can't see it here, but this is glorious sunshine here. They see the path to the future with you as unbelievable bliss and joy and happiness with you. Okay. I think that you might have also, maybe not realizing, but you gave this person a cup of love. And this really was a defining moment here. I think that you were both reciprocating here. Can you hear that beautiful storm this morning? Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so it's very much a strong theme in the readings today. You're coming up as the Empress and they're coming up as the Devil. So they're completely hooked on you. They're completely addicted to you. They're possibly even obsessed with you. And you're the giver of life. You're the giver of peace. You're the giver of harmony. You're the giver of sunshine. You're the giver of joy. And I feel like they think that you either you don't need to compete with any other woman in their eyes, or you have this essence that you don't compete, that you just, it's not part of your makeup sort of thing. It's not, you're not trying to be more sexy, more intelligent. I think you're just being yourself, and this is what they love. I just want to find out about this boundary here. There's so much beautiful nourishment in your connection here. I just want to find out why the Queen of Swords is here. And the universe is loving your story with this beautiful rumbling thunderstorm. I think this person is just really worried about, will you accept them? Will you accept them? Will you let them in? Will you let your boundaries down? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like with this out in the cold card, I feel like this person's a little bit confused. They have all these feelings for you. I do feel potentially there's a third party situation going on here. Or some of you could have been through separation here and another person has come in. But I do feel like this person's got such an overwhelming sense of feelings and emotions for you. It can make them feel like, how can you have lots of emotions and feel cold and unemotional at the same time? It could be that they're switching off because they have so many emotions for you. So what I want to do, if you just stay with me, I just want to jump a little bit further on this one. All right, so what I'm feeling is that this person is switching off. They've got some stuff to sort out in the background, okay, because of this beautiful divine timing in your connection. Isn't that beautiful thunderstorm? Isn't that gorgeous? So I just want to clarify the energies here. Their energy for you, why they fell for you, and then their next move. Yeah, okay. I said before, the reason they fell for you is something that you evoke this kind of lifestyle and joy and abundance. And they felt a really strong, a strong opportunity sort of came in for them where you were concerned. When I say a strong opportunity, the messenger of the universe said, hey, how about this beautiful person? And what you represented to them was beautiful peace and harmony and balance in a really strong way. Right, a really oh my God, this is so beautiful and peaceful being with this person. But what it's actually representing here is that they're now in a state of indecision, not because they don't like you or anything like that, but they've got something to work out because they're very worried about this connection. And it's possible that they are worried about losing you now that they've found you. But the thing is, with this Eight of Cups, it's really funny because the next card is the marriage card. This is a classic case of, oh my God, this person is amazing. Maybe they're already maybe this then means that it's going to be a third party situation. I don't want to lose it, but do I walk away or do I stay? It's kind of an all or nothing situation that they're feeling at the moment. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that. Just to let you know a few things. So do jump onto my TikTok and have a look at the readings there, because you might resonate with the readings there as well. You can book a private reading on the link in the description. I've got some very cost-effective prices, and I've also got some emergency higher prices, 24-hour readings there. Do jump onto a link further down where I do some art and design, and I'm trying to sort of open up a second business, so you can get a lovely digital download at a very affordable price there, or buy canvas or a print. And also I'm thinking about doing a rapid tarot course, so you can learn this in a couple of days. So do let me know if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed that reading today. Thank you so much. It's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.